Hello, sports fans. No, sorry, I'm not a sports commentator. You know that. Hey, it's been a while since I've posted a video. I just wanted to talk about something practical today. The other day I was reading the paper, and it might have been even on the internet, on a news article on the internet, but there's this organization, and I don't remember which one, but this organization had polled around 1,000 different people, or maybe it was more, and asked them to list the life regrets or the regrets they had. They were all nearing the end of their lives. They were all older people, or they had terminal illnesses, things like this, and they were asked to list what their biggest regrets were. And I thought it was interesting, and it's a practical talk. This is very practical, so I want to get right to it. Hopefully it'll make some sense. The biggest thing they said, most of the people said, was they wished they'd had the courage to live a life true to themselves and not the life that others expected of them. So the number one thing was people wished that they had had the courage or the guts to live a life true to themselves and their hearts and what they knew was right, and not to have lived a life that other people expected them to live. Number two, people wished that they hadn't worked so much that they missed good stuff. In other words, they wish they hadn't poured so much of their time into trying to make a living and make money that they obviously missed other things in life that were enjoyable. Number three, they wish they'd had the courage to express their feelings and not let bitterness and resentment and anger eat them up. It's a two-edged sword, but yeah, it makes sense. I mean, they're saying that these people are saying, look, we didn't express our feelings. We just held it in. We bottled it up. We didn't really say what we felt. You know, obviously that can get you in trouble, but they're saying they didn't really say what they felt. Hopefully they're saying they didn't really say what they felt in love or in honesty, not in ugly ways. Number four, they wish they'd stayed in touch with friends. This is a big one. A lot of people don't do that. They break off their friendships. Number five, they wish that they'd let themselves be happier and that they had resisted change for the better, and they felt like they were not stuck in old ruts. So they wish they'd let themselves be happier in life, and I guess they say that they wish they had not resisted change for the better and not allowed themselves to get stuck in ruts. All right, so going back over those, it's really interesting. Number one, obviously, wished that, I'm going to try to read without my glasses because it bothers me. Wish that they'd had the courage to live a life true to themselves and not the life others expected of them. You know what? The only life that matters of our lives, my life and your life, the only one that matters that we live, folks, please remember this and believe me, is the life that God has called you to live. And God has called me to live. God didn't call me to live your life. God didn't call me to live my father's life, my mother's life, my brother's life, some hero's life. You know, God didn't call us to live those lives. Now we can learn from their examples. We can see what they did. We can try to do the good things they did. What happens a lot of times is we do the bad things they did. We do the very opposite. We do all of what they did. And that can get us in trouble because not all of one's life is good. And live your own life and try to be good in your own way. Try to follow the Lord, follow God in your own way. Try to dedicate your life to the Lord without being imprinted and stamped upon by other people's expectations always. I'm not saying don't respect what other people say. I'm not saying don't listen to your teachers, listen to your professors, listen to your parents, listen to authorities. Listen and try to take in what's important and do that, but do not let them create you. Well, do not let them create you. Period. You be who God wanted you to be. Now, how do you find that? Hey, that's a tough one. Read the Bible, focus, pray, ask others, do a really good self-assessment. Look, what is my life? What have I done with my life? Who am I going to be? What are my talents? What are my gifts? How can I use those? That's what you look at. Glasses again. The second one, people wish they hadn't worked so much that they missed the good stuff. Look, folks, that's obvious. I know we can work really hard. We can be workaholics. But you know what? If I work 20 hours a day and die of a heart attack next week, I missed 20, 30, 40 years of life, 50 years of life with my family, with my kids, with grandkids, maybe with great-grandkids. Yeah, I'll miss a lot of suffering too. But the money I'm going to make is probably not going to take up for or make up for all that lost time. So that's up to you. But that's a no-brainer, folks. That's a pretty easy one to figure out. Okay? Number 3, they wished they'd had the people who were nearing the end of their lives or who had terminal illnesses, wished deeply that they had had the courage to express their feelings and not let bitterness and resentment and anger eat them up. We all need to express how we feel more, but the tough part is that's intimidating. It's tough when somebody hurts you to say, man, I didn't appreciate that. It's tough when somebody says, God, you really did the wrong thing, or you cheated me, or you hurt me, or you lied to me, or I feel like to really turn around and be nice to them in return, and it really fractures friendships and ruins relationships if we don't do it the right way. So take that one to heart, but do it the right way. When you go to minister to other people, or when you want to talk to other people, try to do it in a spirit of understanding, empathy, and love. Because understand, look, they're not perfect. If somebody hurts you, or if somebody did something you didn't like, or you don't, look, man, you do things other people don't like all the time. You and I mess up all the time. We're not perfect. We're human beings. So when you mess up, remember that first. Remember, there's a log in your own eye when you're looking at the speck in the other guy's eye. I think that's out of Matthew 6 or 7. When you're looking, sorry, I don't remember that exactly, but I should. There's no excuse. But when you're looking at somebody else's problems and what they've done to you, stop and think, you know what? I'm not perfect. So let me go into this conversation and pray about it and say the right thing to this person. And Lord, help me say it to this person in such a way that will help them and will restore our relationship and keep a relationship, but still let them know what they did that we really didn't appreciate. Now look, that's a science. It's an art form. It's very hard to do. I'm like get a D minus. If you want to grade me on that in my life, I'd probably get a D minus. I'm not that great of a person at confronting people in the first place. Number 2, when I do, I'm not that great at really taking my own advice. So the preacher's got to listen to the message here. I got to listen to it. I'll press. Ever heard of that word? I'll press play when I'm done, and I'll maybe listen to it myself. Okay, number 4, wish they'd stayed in touch with friends. Folks, stay in touch with your friends. And if it's been 40 years, well, you're still alive, maybe, hopefully. You're still breathing, unless there's a corpse sitting at the computer watching this, which I doubt it. Hey, stay in touch. Pick up the phone. Pick up the telephone. There it is, cell phone. Pick up the phone and call them and say, hey, man, I know it's been 40 years, but that's been too long. I just wanted to talk to you and say hello. If it's been 4 years, it's better for you. Call them. If it's been 4 months, call them. If it's been 4 days, call them. But remember to make sure you keep your communication lines open with people that have meant things to you. And because trust me, it's not just that you feel like calling them. My dad taught me something real important a long time ago. He said, you know what? Don't expect your friends from school, from elementary, junior high, high school, college, whatever. Don't expect those friends to call you. You call them. Because if you sit there expecting others to call you, people get too busy, people get going too fast, just like you are, and they forget to do it. We're all infected by the same disease. That's back to number, I think, 4, right? None of us have the right time to do things, and we always do too much, right? Okay, so the factor there is, or the thought there is, look, we need to contact our friends. Number 5, the last one. People wish that they'd let themselves be happier. Hey, don't worry, be happy. No, but we do need to be happier in life. We need to be serious about the things that require seriousness and require solemnity. But we need to be happy about the things we can be happy about. I have a struggle in that area. I get depressed sometimes. I'm not always happy, but you know what? I need to get better at that too. We all need to be happy, and we all need to try to find as much happiness as we can in our lives, or through the eyes and lives of others that we love and care about, or through the things that make us happy. It's okay to go to a place and watch sports and watch games and enjoy your life. It's okay to go to the movies as long as they're not bad movies. I mean, it's okay to do things in life that give you pleasure and make you happy. Now, I'm not saying if it feels good, do it. I'm saying live life and enjoy your life, okay? All right, that's all. I just saw those. I thought, hey, I'll spit something out on that. Bye-bye. God bless you guys. This is Pat Hundley signing off.